Hello and welcome back to Coral Kiwi Arts. I'm here back in the gallery. I just thought I'll show you this painting, the Kiwi Picnic, and a little bit about it. Now, back in the old days, before humans occupied New Zealand, it was all birds. There was no mammals on the island whatsoever. So it was just all forests and native birds. Now this painting is called Kiwi Picnic. I'll just show you the name down here. Let's try and get in focus. It's 1 meter 100 by 1 meter 200. So it's a fairly large painting. There's a waka canoe with a kiwi. It's representing the culture of how old our country is, and the kiwi is the only native bird in this picture, because all the other birds in here are domestic birds. They were introduced for sentimental reasons by the colonists that came into New Zealand back in the 18th century, maybe a bit earlier than that. So that all these birds came from different parts of the world, and like the geese and the swans. Now the pukeko, this little bird here, he originated from Australia. For some reason they end up flying, or they end up in New Zealand. They became part of the native birds of New Zealand because they've been in New Zealand for a very long time. So you could say that he's a native bird of New Zealand too, but he's originally from New Zealand. If you go way back thousands and thousands of years, maybe the kiwi originated from Australia, when New Zealand used to be joined to Australia until it broke away and drifted to the Pacific. And it used to be the size of India, New Zealand, until it all sunk under the sea, and just leaving what you see today, a North Island and a South Island, and we have the Tasman that runs through the centre, and then you've got Stewart Island at the bottom. Now, when the colonists came into New Zealand, even the Maoris or any human that occupied New Zealand, during that time 46 native species went extinct. Now we still have over 200 native birds and still today under protection, but 46 domestic birds that were introduced were, I think 46 of them were introduced into New Zealand. Now, the reason why Kiwi Picnic is because I used to have picnics with my mum, my grandmother, all the time, and we would sit on a bank just like this, and we would feed our feathery friends our food, and that's what's happening here. So it's an enjoyable little piece, a bit of historical meaning behind it, as well as a sentimental reason behind it as well. So it's got a lot of personal personality and a bit of soul behind this painting. So whoever buys this will certainly enjoy it, and will certainly receive lots of good luck, because that's all our paintings are all about. They're about giving luck and giving happiness, and that's all I paint, is happiness. And each painting I do has a meaning and tells a story, of course. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to go over to the Manuka honey and do a video about that as well, and tell you a little bit about it. Okay? Thank you again for supporting Coral Kiwi Arts, and Let's get a little bit of a close-up on these birds. This painting was done with my imagination, except for a few of the things here, which I used reference photos to get the colours and the shapes right. But generally the whole thing was done with my imagination. I mean, the pukeka was from a photo I took, so I incorporated it into the painting. You can see there's a lot of weight happening on the right hand side with the picnic area, and so to balance it out I had to put a centerpiece in there, and the centerpiece are the geese in the middle. But you have this mass of nothingness here, so instead of putting something there which would throw the whole thing out, it would give it that triangle formation. I left it blank because even when there's nothing there, it's still a mass. Like here, this is a mass, you see? It's a space, it's been filled in. So even an empty space can be a mass. So this counteracts this over here, but also it needed something here to give it more of a balance. That's why I put the pukeko there, because I don't like to put any focal point in my paintings, and I always like to try and balance them out. Having a painting that's sort of uneven draws your eye to maybe to one side. I want the viewer to see the whole painting, not just one part. I want them to see everything. Anyway, thank you for watching.